Alright, good afternoon. Evan Buckles here again. Turret post Gamers Vault Lotus Open tournament. Before I start the little tournament report, I won't go into detail about all my matches, but I'll just say that the store, Gamers Vault, very clean, very awesome. Employees are all great. Derek Burns, who owns the store, is a wonderful man. If you can, go to the store, support the store. It's awesome. Don't have anything bad to say about it. Bathrooms are clean, store was clean, all employees are cool. So here's the deck list. I decided, all my friends convinced me to play Dragonlance Dromoka, and throughout the tournament, that's, it was a worse card than Elspeth over the entire course of the tournament. I always, whenever I drew Elspeth, it was just so much better than Dragonlord Dromoka, and that was kind of like the major decision I had before the tournament that I was kind of making. But this is just FF Freaks, Brad Nelson's Abzan deck. He posted in his article why he loves Abzan so much, and I have to agree with him. I love Abzan so much. I just felt that I had the tools to beat anything. Even though I was 50-50 in all my matchups, I just felt like I had the tools to kind of win any game, basically. And I did win a lot of games. You'll see on the below my head, right down there. My record was 6-0. I did not drop a match the entire tournament, and then I split the top four for $1,125. So the event was an awesome value, and I couldn't have done without my team. I played against Mono Red 3 times. My matchups were Abzan aggro, and I'm not saying I need to get lucky this tournament. I got very lucky. A lot of my opponents got mana screwed or flooded, but I think, although they got mana screwed or flooded, I think that with enough practice, that I was able to exploit their flood or screw or certain mistakes to be able to win faster, so they couldn't draw out of it. So the deck was absolutely just perfect. I can't imagine changing anything. The 27th land was just amazing because against Mono Red, I was just wanting to gain life off Courser of Kruphix, and the lands let me do that. Also let me hit my land drop so I can cast Siege Rhino in time. And I just think that as long as you have a bunch of mana, Abzan's is just so smooth. And I definitely think that that if you just know the standard format, Abzan's just one of the best decks to play, because you just have the tools to just fight anything you wanted. The Cyber is absolutely amazing. Just very, very strong, powerful cards that are flexible. Drown Star comes in against a number of different things, but was awesome against Mono Red. Much better than a Ration Cleric. Me and Matt Brown, a member of my team, had a discussion whether why Brad, I guess, but why also I think I agree with Brad that Drown Star is just better than Ration Cleric. I think Drown and Sorrow gets you out of the situations that Ration Cleric can't bail you out of. Yeah, the gain 3 life and the 1/3 is powerful, but it's not that great these days, especially against the bird heavy version. A lot of the creatures don't die to the 1/3, so yeah, you may be able to block a Zergo or you contain a monster or spear, but you need to trade. You can't just have those guys sitting around, because they're just as good. The difference between the Mono Red decks back in the day and the Mono Red deck now is it has a good late game. These prowess creatures can really hit you hard. They get better over the course of the game. It's not like the value of their cards, all their cards diminish like they used to. Cards I'm trying to remember a Mono Red creature back in the day. So Goblin Guide, for example, it's very good. Goblin Guide's a very good creature. However, the longer the game goes, Goblin Guide gets worse. It probably drew your opponent a couple lands, and it doesn't get any bigger than a 2/2. Monastery Swifter or Abbot Carol Keep, they get better as the game goes longer because of their prowess. They allow, when you cast more spells, they allow you to punch through defenses harder, and therefore get better over the course of the game. So you really need to be able to clear the board, and you just can't have things stick around. You can't, and the argument of just buying a turn, I don't think is enough. And I think Giant Star buys you the turn most of the time, while also winning you some games. So in the tournament, I play against Abzan aggro, Mono Red, and then I think I played against another Mono Red deck. No, here, I have my notebook right here, actually. Yeah, Abzan aggro was round 1. Round 2, I think it was mono red. I don't remember what round 2 was. You know, I'm playing against 3 mono reds. Yeah, this was like Tom Ross Sligh mono red. Yeah, you get like screwed game 1 and then like kind of flooded out game 3. Like just didn't do much. Round 3, playing against mono red, which his critical error was like he cast a Stoke the Flames into my Abzan Charm mana on my Courser, and I just had like a 4/6 Courser the rest of the game. It was like just critically easy from there. Round 4 was against Devotion, and I just like picked apart his hand, or like basically I always thought Devotion was a bad matchup for Abzan until Jonathan Sukenik, one of my best friends, member like leader of our team, like kind of just like told me like only a couple cards matter out of them, and like not a lot of their cards matter. So if you can just like pick apart their cards or remove their cards, then who cares? You know what I mean? So that's what I did. I just like picked apart his hand, got rid of his stuff. He's one of the games I lost and I punted because instead of taking Geyser Revenge or Ugin, I let him sit there, and I took a Creator's Clause, I think, which was a mistake. Cause I was thinking that I just wanted to kill him quickly, but the way my hand was shaping up, the game was gonna last a lot longer than that. Let me see if I wrote down the hand. Yeah, I saw a clause where I should have taken Gaia or Ugin, because both those cards like I lost to the Gaia's Revenge because I just like used Abzan Charm like way too soon. Like I just like wasn't thinking about. I was thinking Hero's Downfall could kill Gaia's Revenge. Duh, I can't. So that was a mistake. But then I got him in game 3. He like flooded out, and I just killed the cards that mattered. And that's like the risk of playing like a ramp deck like that, is that you can flat out easy, because if someone just takes apart like your engine cards or like the cards that your threats, then it doesn't matter. You just like have all air. Then round 5, my last round was against mono red again. And this time the player was very good. However, the only reason I was able to top 8 this tournament, I mean, I probably would have got there anyway, but so I'm at 2 life. My opponent is at 7. I have a Nissa. I just flipped a Nissa, and I tried to gain life with Courser when I flipped Nissa, but my opponent targets command me down to 2. So my board state is I have about 7 lands, 2 downfalls in hand, Siege Rhino on top, Courser, Den Protector, Nissa, and play. And I can't get any more life this turn. So I'm like, okay, I just have to hope that my opponent has a Searing Blood effect and doesn't have like a burn spell, because I'm just so dead to a burn spell. And I just thought I was so dead. I was like just so upset, because I just knew I was just like, he's like a target red, he has like a bazillion burn spells, there's like no way I'm not dead here. There's like no possible chance that I'm just like not stone cold dead. So I'm like, okay, hope for a Searing Blood effect, kill it in response, and I'll kill him on the backswing. So I -1 Nissa, make a 4/4, so I can kill him with Den Protector and 4/4. Or I can like attack with 4/4 and play Siege Rhino next turn. So I just lament, I untap. He goes Destructive Revelry on Courser, and I'm just like, I don't even realize it for a second. I'm just like, oh my god, this is it. Here's Downfall Courser. My opponent is just like livid at that point. He's like, oh my god, he's just like so pissed because he shows me a target's command in his hand, and he only has 1 green source. So he passes the turn and kill him on the swing back. It was just absolutely like cloud 9. Double draw into top 8. It was absolutely awesome. Like, it sucks for him because I've made those mistakes before. I made those really bad mistakes before, and it sucks to cost you at like something that high level there. But man, that like I just got so lucky there, and that was just like so unreal that happened. But it's not that I just got lucky. I also played to my out of like, okay, Searing Blood effect, so that was awesome. And then in top 8, they play against Grixis Dragons, which is like a red-blue control deck splashing Silumgar and Foultongue Evocation. And I lost game 1 because I think I should have taken Anticipate instead of Dig Through Time. I'll do these things sometimes when I play, where I'll have like the inkling of what's the right play or the inkling of what's going in their hand, and then I will reevaluate, and then I'll say like, oh, you're just supposed to take the time every time, as a kind of like a tenet or a mantra type of deal, which is not right, I know, and I have to get better at doing that. But I did that this time, and I didn't feel good about it after I did it because he had another dig through time in hand. His hand was 2 digs, anticipate, roar, Regent, Mire Temple. So basically, like, I took the dig, and he already had another dig in hand, so like the other dig wasn't like going to be used that much early. I just thought to myself like, oh, okay, like this game's gonna go really long, so I just don't want him to have 2 dig through times. But I should have taken the anticipate. I think like him not like sculpting his draws that well could have helped me there. But I was able to take game 2 because he mulliganed him down to 5, and I sideboarded my Fleecemane Lions and some early aggression. Basically, I just aggroed him out of the game. I just kept him in the back foot. Had so much pressure that he couldn't play Silumgar without dying. Drifting Death, of course. And then I won that game pretty handily. And then game 3, I was just really hoping while I was shuffling up, like I just want to like Duress and Thoughtseize him and just take all of his good, like just take, because those cards, like basically the Dragon decks are super weak to these discard spells, especially Jeskai, but this Dragon deck especially was, because it was a little bit like a Jeskai deck. That was like kind of aggressive, but also played like a dig through time controlling game as well. But like the dragon cards just get so much weaker when they don't have a dragon in their hand, and they're so threat light that Thoughtseize can really buy you a lot of time and also like just kind of rip apart their game plan. So I opened up a hand of Duress, Thoughtseize, lands, and like a threat, and I was like, okay, let's do this. So turn 2, like I play a tap land. Turn 2, Thoughtseize, take a dig through time. Turn 2, Duress, take a dig through time. He only has a Silumgar score in hand now. And he just drew land after land after land after land after land after that point. And then by the time he actually started doing spells, he was pretty much dead anyway. So after that, we split the top 4. It was awesome. And I just couldn't think of a better way to close out the standard season. I feel like I worked really hard. And it was nice to finally get the results. I think that, like, I mean, I don't deserve anything, of course, but it just felt nice to be validated for all my hard work. For you guys watching, I want to thank you for watching, like, me test and, like, learn about the format, get better at my technical play myself. It's something, again, I'm not think I'm like insane in my technical play still, but I think I'm getting there, and I have a lot of work to do, and I'm excited for the work ahead. But I'm really happy to close out this standard season. I'm really happy that Thoughtseize just like won me that game. Like it's just like a good way to kind of cap off Abzan Control, and I'm excited for Battle of Zendikar. I'm excited to like go into tournaments and learn with you guys and build decks and test them online and like do these like intense sessions of like kind of figuring out what Battles for Zendikar Standard and Modern is all about. So for the next few weeks, while Standard's not online, I'll probably be testing Modern, and I have some fun stuff to share with you guys. So stay tuned with me. It's gonna be really exciting, and we're gonna get better, and it's gonna be really cool, like going on the grind. All right, have a nice day, guys.